Hello there, Gorilla Man's Garage here. We're outside, yes, today with something different. It's a tool. It's a mini chainsaw, a SAKER 4-inch 20-volt chainsaw, 2-battery kit, okay? I'm going to show you the unboxing, or basically what's in it. I'm going to run that, and then we're going to get into chopping up some wood and seeing how it holds up. After a few batteries, what's it really like, the pros and the cons. So let's get into it. Grab your popcorn, grab a seat. Here we go. Okay, let's open this puppy up. All this paper. There we go. And which way do we slide it? I like keeping things in the proper boxes just in case I have to send them back, especially on Amazon. Look at this case. Wow. SAKER. It's a beautiful case. It really is a beautiful case. So let's go this way. It's very well built. I must say, very nice. There's some oil. Now I did learn that even in regular chainsaws, you can use canola vegetable oil. But you have to be careful because if you use it at very high speeds on a very large chain, it can overheat, it can cause drying, it doesn't adhere properly. But if you're wanting to prune an apple tree or something, or a fruit tree that you're going to eat, I would use canola oil just for that little spot, and then I'd go back to something more commercially available. So to give you a little bit of oil here, I have a big jug of regular chainsaw oil, and I'll be using that if I'm just cutting up firewood, because it will lubricate the bar better, okay? I don't think canola oil will lubricate it or adhere to it as good, but it is better for the environment, and you can use it. So we've got an adjustment screwdriver here, we've got the adjuster for the bar, the tightener, and the adjuster for the length, the oil. We've got a little warning. It's German, which is weird. Usually they're in Chinese, but this is in German. And that's the instruction little pamphlet there. We have two 20-volt batteries, and it's got a proprietary charging system. Looks like it from here, but it goes there. It looks like a DeWalt battery, but it's not. But I'll check and see if maybe a DeWalt battery will fit into it, and we'll go from there. Don't think it will. Okay, 20 volts, that's good. Let's put that there. We have the other 20 volt one here, and we're going to charge these up. I don't have to unpack that one just yet. We have, this is the charger, and we're going to read into this. Can you read this? You tell me what it is there. Okay, and I'm trying to read it here. Yeah, I think I've got a few of these downstairs, so I'm not too worried about losing it, so that's good. Yeah, that's I've seen a lot of those on Black & Decker. So, what do we have here? We have this little mini chainsaw, okay, with a little strap here. Okay, you can put your hand in. My hand, would it fit in? Yeah, it does, and I don't have that massive a hand, but that's good. And I can drop it, and nothing's going to happen to it. That's good. Okay, that's very good. Okay, we have a warning thing here. This comes up and down, so if you're cutting, okay, and that's the length of the chain, okay, from there to there. So you're only cutting 2 and 3 inch, I wouldn't go 4 inch, 2 and 3 inch things, and it's fairly tight. Yeah, it's fairly tight, that's good. It's got a safety button here, okay, and it's got a safety bar as well, okay. I will say it's very comfortable in the hand. It does not look like a cheap little toy. It looks very well built, and the this here, you'd undo this, and you'd be able to take this off and clean it. And the screwdriver is for the Phillips screw that's in here, and that would tighten it. It might be a little too tight, okay? You might not want it that tight. And then you just drip a couple of drops of oil around here and just give it a spin, and you're good for, I'd say, 3 or 4 minutes. Then I'd put a couple of drops again, 3 or 4 minutes. But my goodness, that is so light. That is lighter than a pruner, lighter than a chainsaw, obviously, lighter than the jigsaw, lighter than a reciprocating saw. It's just, and I don't have powerful shoulders, and that is really, I'm really impressed. $69 Canadian, very good. Okay, it's really, it looks durable, it feels durable, very good. So I'm very happy so far. Okay, and no, they didn't send it to me. No, nobody gave it to me. No, I paid for it. I looked online for it, and I thought, well, there's another story about my pruner, and I'll link some things here. Okay, I've done the cordless chainsaw, I've done the cordless pruner, I've done the cordless reciprocating saws. Okay, and this goes into that collection, so that we have everything we need. I wish I had had this when I was cutting down some trees and I had to climb up with the ladder and just chop off some high limbs. I had to go up with the reciprocating saw, and I had to put it on a rope and pull it up and do all kinds of things. With this, I could have actually even put this on a carabiner and put it on my belt and gone up with it, no problem, zip, zip, zip. And really, you know, you're gonna hurt yourself, but you're not gonna get jabbed or stabbed, not like you would with a reciprocating saw or anything like that. So there we go, SAKER, mini electric chainsaw. There we go. Okay. And welcome back, Grillman's Garage. We're outside today and we're doing a live demonstration of what you saw the unboxing of, the SAKER handheld 20-volt cordless chainsaw, 4-inch. Okay, so we're gonna get it out of the box. I've just charged up the one battery. Let's just put this all back together here. I'm just gonna put this down here. So we've got the chainsaw and the battery. Let's put the battery in. Okay, and we have their oil. So I'm just gonna put a few drops of oil, and what we have here is a selection of 2-inch, 3-inch, 1-inch, 1.5-inch, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so we're gonna get some of this oil out here. Okay, we're just gonna put a couple of drops around it, as the instructions say. What I did do is I did undo this screw a 1/4 turn. Okay, I thought it was a little too tight, but we're just gonna put 1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drops, 4 drops, 5, 6 drops. That should be enough. Okay, put this around here, put this down here for now, and we're gonna give it a squeeze here. Safety. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put some gloves on, just because that's what I do. Here we go. So we're starting, see? We've got about a 2-inch one. I'm gonna put them in here, and we're gonna use them for firewood and sticks and stuff. So we're gonna go about 12 inches or so. There we go. There you go. Ow. The battery wasn't clipped in properly. Here we go. And, just for the sake of argument, replacement blades, Canadian, $9 for a set of 2. Okay, let's keep on going. Now let's pick up. This is a little bit thicker. This one is about, there you go. So it's about 3 inches. Don't do that. Flies are getting bad. Here we go. Oh, and you will notice there's ridges here. Okay, I'll show you here. Oh, the flies are bad. These little ridges here, so you put it on your wood. Don't squeeze it, okay? Just like a chainsaw. Let's get this 2.5, 3 inch one. Not bad. That's it, okay? Well, we got that one. Anyway, so that's about it, okay? And I noticed that the chain is a lot looser now, so we'll have to just maybe tighten that up a little bit, okay? So that's one full battery, okay, on that. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna loosen this off, okay? And we're gonna take this apart. Let's see what's inside. Okay, take this apart. It's just a nut. It's got a serrated edge on it so it holds, okay? And we're gonna come apart. So it's not really dirty at all. And this is the insides. Okay, so if we take this off, okay, here's the screw, and you've got a little bit more left, okay? And you can buy you can buy these $9 for 2, and you can look at it, and okay, so let's put it back on there. Okay, there we go. Okay, put this back on. There we go. Put this on. It's not a heavy-duty machine, so here we go. Now then, we're going to tighten this screw. Tighten this up. There we go, that's better. Okay, there we go. There we go, we're set to go. So no damage, no foul. Two things we did find. You have to make sure the battery clips in completely and there's no debris around here. It has to clip in completely or it won't make contact. So that's one thing, okay? It's warmer than the room temperature, but I would have no problem probably plugging that in now. It's been about 20 minutes or so, but I've got the other one in there charging now. There we go. Got that one charging. Okay. So we're back to this. There we go. And I'm going to time that one as well. So right now it says it's 7:38. So let's say 10 minutes ago. So 10:30. Yeah, say 10:30. Okay. So yeah, pretty good. This is still, it's not hot, it's not cold, but it's warm. Okay. I've blown all this out, cleaned it all out. And we're good to go. Okay. We've rubbed off the chainsaw on that side and this side a little bit, but yeah, that's pretty good so far. Let's get the other battery charged up and let's get outside and continue what we're doing. Okay, we're back with the second battery. We charged it up. It's almost 2 hours, hour 35, hour 40, something like that. Okay, it's definitely less than 2 hours to charge a completely dead battery, so that's not bad. Okay, so I'm going to charge the other one up. We're going to do another route, but this is number 2, and we're going to see if it's any different. Okay, we've got this on. I've lubed it up a little bit. Okay, there we go, and we're going to make sure that's clipped in. Yep. Let's have a look here. Let's get some. Here we are. 1, 2. Let's get them lined up here first. We'll get some ash, which is a little harder wood. Some of the ash ones, and we'll get them all chopped up here. And see where we can go. We may even do a big spruce one over there just to see what happens with it. And here's a dead one as well. So we'll do this as well. Okay, let's get to it. Okay. I'm not going to use the strap, whatever. Okay, let's start with the dead one. Let's see if we can fill this card up, and away we go again. What I did notice was you have to make sure the battery's clipped in. That is a weak spot. The other weak spot is this bolt screw here. It's just a nut on top of a little screw, and it doesn't have a washer on it. It's got one of those serrated nuts, so it grips the plastic. But it's never meant for a professional use. It's a weekend warrior special. You come out, you do your chops, you chop your wood, you clean it up, put it away. If you need it in the spring, you bring it out, charge it up, away you go. Just make sure you put the batteries away at almost a full charge, okay? And then when you take them out, if you haven't used it for 6 months, you might want to charge the batteries every 3 months or so. If you leave it for a year, I'd probably discharge the battery just before you recharge it again, okay? That's the best way to do it. But anyway, they're what they are, okay? And I'd suggest that the SAKER has been around for a while, so you're probably not going to be too hard pressed to find a battery if the battery's dying you, but it's a weekend warrior tool. It's like a Black & Decker or a Ryobi. It's, well, maybe not Ryobi, but definitely not a DeWalt. But it's meant for the part-time user, the handyman special. For me, if it lasts, and this is what we're going to test, it would be great because I have tons and tons of things, and things fall down all the time. I'm pruning things. And my pruner, although I could go through this with my pruner, it would take me 7 or 8 or 10 times to go through. And each time your motor binds, it's putting pressure on that motor, and it's not completely cycling, and you're going to do damage to the motor. So this is a better option, okay? So yeah, so let's just keep on going here. And we've got a bunch more. We've got the big one on the bottom there as well. So let's put that up here before we start so we can go boom, 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 boom. Okay, this is, whoa. This is the biggest one. So this would be your 4-inch, I'm assuming. Let's have a look at do the math. Well, I don't know if it'll go through or not, but that'll be the last one we'll do. Anyway, let's get to this thing, okay? Let's see how far we get. And if we do all this in like 10 or 12-inch sections, that's more than you would probably prune in a day, really. Okay, so let's go. There we go. Oh, the smoke's coming in from the fire. But anyway, that's a full on, not go any further, 4-inch one. Lots of power left. Let's see if we can do some more of these ones here. Got another one here. That's it. Just like last time. Boom. Done. So this whole cart was basically 2 batteries. I'd say that's more wood than you would chop in a weekend. So 2 batteries for sure. Let's get a close-up of this now, okay? So you've got the SAKER 4-inch 20-volt mini chainsaw. Okay, you've got to keep a track of this. You've got to keep track of this, and it's a little loose now. Okay, so I would take it apart, clean it like I showed you, reset the screw, and tighten it back up again. So we know that with a good oiling, we can last 1 battery on a nice tight chainsaw, and it does come a little bit loose. So every time I take it out, if I use a battery, I would take this apart, clean it, and put the correct tension on it. I wouldn't put it away if you're not going to use it for a while. I wouldn't put it away just like a guitar string, fully tensed up. Okay, I would let it loose a little bit. Okay, and then when you use it, untighten this, tighten the screw up a little bit, make it nice and tight. So you can move it a little bit, but you don't want to pull it so you can, like, that's too much, I'd say. This is too much. Okay, you want it about there, but not that far. You don't want to see the tooth bottom on it. Okay, anyway. What can I say? It's a tool for the weekend guy, not professional, but on the off chance that I have a tree come down and I've got to climb up somewhere, I can have this on the lanyard, okay? I can put it on my belt, I can climb up some ladders, I can get up there and I can go, see, watch now. Once the battery cools down, it'll work again for a bit. But that's when you start charging the battery, when it dies out on you, okay? There you go. So, SAKER. So far, I'm impressed. Now, that's the second battery I've gone through with it. I'm going to charge both batteries up again, and I'm going to cut some back here. Things like those on the ground there on the other side of the fire, okay? Maybe some like what's in the pathways over there, things like that. Definitely not what's way back there, okay? Not the big pines, that's for the big chainsaw. But I do have some smaller pines that I'm gonna cut down and do with. Oh, excuse me, I've got to blow my nose. There we go. So the puppies enjoyed today. I enjoyed today. I had a lot of fun with this. I really did. I really like it. I think it's, for what it is, it's very well made. It's not meant to be cranked tight. Don't overuse it. Don't expect miracles from it. But I've taken it through a couple of hundred cuts here at least. I've done some on the live trees. It has its place. It's really good, really good. I'm really happy with it. I'm not saying that SAKER is the best of the best, but I'm sure there are brands out there very, very similar. And if you go on AliExpress, you will see dozens and dozens of mini chainsaws, okay? So I'm not saying that SAKER is the best of the best, but it's proved to me to be really, really good so far, okay? And generally on AliExpress, all their mini stuff runs between $40 and $100 Canadian, roughly. And depending what you get in the kit, some of them can be over $100, some under $100. Do your search on Amazon, you'll get them anywhere from, as I say, $70 Canadian, all the way up to 200, okay? So I might have a look at a still, see what that one's like. But I'm really impressed with this for what it is. Very good. You know, just like, and I put a link up here to the little screwdriver that I got from, I bought from Black & Decker, and I've used that a couple of times and it's been phenomenal. So you don't have to buy the best of the best if you're not using it all the time. As I said in one of my other videos, I had a Black & Decker electric drill, corded drill, for over 40 years, and it's still working. So I didn't use it all the time. Man, it's starting to smoke. Anyway, okay, till next time, take care. Great little product. Well, that was quite a bit, eh? Yeah, so what do you think? SAKER 4-inch mini chainsaw. Yeah. I mean, I can't really say anything bad about it. Maybe the screwdriver's too short. That's about it. Maybe you have to make sure this is clicked in all the way. But for a weekend warrior tool, you go out camping or whatever, and you want to cut down a thing, or you keep it in the car, something happens, you can, it's just endless possibilities. But for a simple tool to do all this, look at how much wood we cut. 2 batteries, a whole cart full. And that's the big gorilla cart, okay? Filled with lumber from 1-inch, 2-inch, 3-inch, 4-inch stuff. Incredible, okay? So yeah, I think it's a pretty good deal, okay? I'd like to see this up against a still, maybe, and I might look into that, but yeah, I'm impressed. Okay, till next time, take care. Remember, hit that like, hit the subscribe, ring that bell, buy me a coffee, okay? Bye now.